What Countysupergirl? Okay. Oh wow, cool. Wow. I thought that would mess it up. Wow, cool. Alright, I got it. Alright.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists.
What?
A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the
Oh, you mean
entire
Lori
world.
Loughlin? No, she put her daughter through school just like the other ones did.
A city of pioneers.
So far, she's out on bail, but I hope she don't. I hope she. I know she wanted to get her. Maybe at the time, maybe she had an excuse for it. Maybe when she got married, or maybe they didn't have maybe she didn't have a lot of money for. Don't forget, I mean, after Full House went off the air, the regular Full House, I mean, half the actors didn't even have friggin' jobs anymore for a long time. So in that factor, when Full House went off, I don't even know if she had a job really.
A 20th century city.
Or either before she got a job doing something else in the meantime. Maybe her daughter was on her way to college and she didn't have didn't have the money put away for her to go. I don't know. Things happen, you know. Colleges ain't cheap these days in the first place. So they can't really blame people, movie stars. I mean, colleges are not cheap to go to. Unless you have a college, a scholarship for kids. But it's, you know, for a scholarship, I mean, a scholarship for kids these days. If kids don't have scholarships to go to college, don't be paying. That means when you have a scholarship, the kids get in for free. But if a kid doesn't have a scholarship, then the parents are stuck paying the money, and it ain't cheap for colleges. That's why I never wanted at the time I would have gone to college, Bergen Tech over here in Bergen County for free when I got out of high school. The Board of Education would have paid for me. And when I didn't take the opportunity for doing it, my father and mother said, later on, we'll pay for it. I said, I don't want you paying for it. It's too damn much money. Where the hell are you going to get the money from?
Dealing with corruption.
So I said, don't worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it.
Whether the guy you're talking
because I was a stupid one in the first place not to take the advantage of it when it was given to me at the time. When I got out of high school, graduated high school, I could have took up the Board of Education on their offer. I would have gone to college for free with no problem. But no, I said to them, I don't need it. I can find a job on my own.
Or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander.
So that was my stupid stupidity. So I deserved what I got. I deserved what I got. I didn't want my parents giving me
Go ahead,
handouts.
KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
It was my fault.
14 Adam en
It was
route.
my fault. 'Cause I was an idiot.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
But watch out. Seriously? I don't need to know
Floyd
about
Rose,
that.
homicide. You might back up? Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn. Wilson Division. We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the
Come on,
Scooter
stupid
Payton,
book.
a
Stay
Negro male
open
backed
already,
up and
damn
on
it.
his way to Central Morgue.
Stupid papers.
Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
Hurry it up, Floyd.
I'm out of
Places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting. Okay, let me see now.
This is a fist hump. Just go.
Yeah, hold on a second. I gotta see something first. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's see. Accused murder, weapon search. Okay. This is your starter topic if you fail to get a paid a visit to the gun store. Trace the murder weapon. Okay. Now. Okay, no me.
Emotions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1. Look at this junk. It's not my job to pick through other people's...
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr...
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in 2nd year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering around.
You went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time. With what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure,
Yours.
I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ralph, something on the rooftop.
Rooftop.
How the hell did
How
you
did you
see
see
that?
that?
Reflection in the
Reflection
window.
in the window.
Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm going to see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself. The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. 2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here. Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks than help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Officer needs help, 103 at roof.
Officers Phelps and
Phelps and Dunn.
Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson.
Listen.
Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order.
Oh, buddy, I
Here's
didn't
my
say
Smith & Wesson
I
order book.
I figured, but remember I told you I was downloading
I
it?
guessed. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder. 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46.
Yeah, and you'd believe that. I would have told you
Anytime.
another one.
Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
You're behind the wheel.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
If everyone don't like the game, it's you. As you downloaded the game, you haven't touched it since. Of course, I can't say that. I only started mine now, so.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Apartment 2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer.
Hold on a second. I just gotta check something real quick here. I'm sure I got one thing when I did this last time. Yep, I did. All right, I don't have to worry about it anymore. All right.
Phelps, this is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be.
B.
What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight
with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter?
Scooter,
he works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this. You ready, tough guy? Huh?
Yeah, you.
That was a very... Ralph, you all right?
Right.
I'm fine. I hardly felt it.
Felt it.
He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm going to take a look around. List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner.
I saw Linda.
Leave the book where you found it.
You told me already.
I did?
On the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
Hey, Mother had some ice cream. I had some ice cream.
Ice cream, huh?
Sugar-free, though.
Blech, gross. Gross.
And, but when I got there, it looked like they were already done eating. I couldn't even tell if anybody ate. And there was nothing going on. I had to wear the stupid mask again. And I told the guy at the desk exactly what I thought. I said, it's stupid. What can you do? You don't get any
I will not go there as long as that's happening, so.
So, she stayed, we watched the TV, we watched Barney Miller.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe.
I'm having a
I gave her a
bad
bag
day,
of
Private.
chips. She finished
Some
all
people
that.
don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC.
She misses
the
me,
Japanese
she
will do
said.
the world a favor and kill you quick.
Mommy.
All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other
I'm
gentlemen?
not going
for
over there
OCS?
as long as they're wearing masks. I refuse to
OCS
put
and
stuff
Elliot.
on
You
my
take the Camp
face.
Elliot
So,
bus over there. This bus is for MCRD.
I will not do that,
This
so.
bus is for men who want to fight.
I'm not wearing masks when I don't have to, so. I'm not sick, so. Freaking bullcrap. I don't want to breathe that crap. The hell's on them damn things. Besides, my father said there was cuts in it. So really, they don't do. What's stopping them from still getting anything?
Cop like a thirsty man needed water.
What'd you say it was? There like cuts on it, right? So it's not even completely safe.
It covers your face, but
big deal.
The only thing it does is prevent you from coughing on anybody.
Yeah, right. Big deal. And I have no cough, so.
Or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville.
Besides, what do I need that crap for? If I cough, I cover my mouth. And I don't even cough, so unless I'm sick. Oh, what'd you tell him when you said, oh, well, you cough because you have asthma?
It's only a couple blocks from 14 Adam.
I told you to tell him that. Oh, that way they won't care. And maybe you won't have to wear one.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Was anybody wearing them on the second floor? Few people. See? Not everybody. So why the hell should you have to wear it then? Not everybody's wearing it. Freaking bullcrap. So what does that tell you? Yeah, you're telling me.
I said to the guy, it's stupid. I said it's ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
I said they tell me there's many strains of flu, so I get the flu shot. Which I got. And then they come in your room.
Weapons on the ground now.
They don't even bring you down.
Getting hammered here, Phelps. Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to... Stay down. Stay in cover.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph.
Tough.
You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner. This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself,
that tuna thing,
my future.
not as good as mine.
A company of the Emperor's finest, single-handed.
I make the great stuff.
York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
No, I wouldn't say that. It was.
They call it the Custer syndrome.
Let me just say it was an experience.
Fame and glory and getting all killed in the process.
Our duty
if
is
you want to put it like that, yeah.
And their duty is
but
to die for
Stouffer's
your
makes good
wonderful
stuff.
future.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but I mean, it didn't even look like tuna.
Yeah, what the hell?
I mean, I don't even know what it looked like.
It's like a bunch of soil and green.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far, but you want to put it that way?
With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, with their personality.
Hey, at least it was still better than stupid TV Dennis Swanson. I wouldn't get that piece of crap. The old piece of cardboard.
Quiet, man.
I trust Stouffer's more than stupid Swanson.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion.
Yeah, I was always thinking about that. I've never tried that yet, and they got that in stores now too.
I know that, Mom. Wendell Bowers.
Some of them look good. I'm thinking maybe next time maybe I'll try one of those or something. You know?
I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers, stop! LAPD. You can go screw yourselves. Why
Huh?
you?
He's hiding in the alley!
I know you still like Swanson TV dinners, right?
Bowers, hold it right there! Stop now or I will shoot!
I got the
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn, watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Get down
you
from there
got the
right
roast
now.
beef with the potatoes.
Give it up, Wendell.
The roast beef tasted like shoe leather.
Oh, really?
Stay the hell away from me.
What about you, Gary? You still like TV? You still like Swanson TV dinners? Oh, you don't. So Betty never gets them as a resort or anything like that.
I've done my time.
Say what?
It's over, Bowers.
Oh, you do? So how are they then? How are the Boston markets then? Good? Gary said Betty gets Boston markets.
Oh, yeah?
He said they're good. I have to try that. Yeah, Swanson always tasted like cardboard. Even when I was little and I used to take them.
Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Well, yeah. Was it doing updates?
You run track in high school?
Update.
Oh, really?
Bigger update for Windows 10.
Oh, goody.
1% complete.
What?
This thing has taken a long time now.
You see? What problem? When we had Verizon and you had that, the freaking thing would go quick.
Tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular
Yeah, well, why
one.
is it only at 1% then? That doesn't seem right.
You care about killed. These ratings and your ability
Well, it
to
doesn't
give
look like you'll be going on tonight.
directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill 10, Franklin 8, Weiss 8,
Yeah,
Donahoe
right.
6, Kowalski 6, Hudson 5, Kelso 2,
There you go.
Donahoe
Oh,
8,
wow.
Franklin 7, Merrill 6, Kowalski 6, Weiss 5, Hudson 5.
Now it's really cooking! Yay!
Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Buyer beware!
There's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solved that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho.
I'm always
the get-up
thinking
and
of
go
doing
to
that
make you
other
stand
one,
out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one goal.
I don't know, I might do the other thing and just not talk to the girl this time and go to the gun store this time.
Could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole.
Hey.
You got here quick. My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight. Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Excuse me.
Now it's stuck on 16%.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia. Shell casings. These look like 32s. FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
Don't you people have anything better to do? Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Yep.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps. Miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss.
The boss.
Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis.
Galleta.
Ooh, 36:49.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss,
Moving on
burst
up
in
to
yelling
the
that
side.
I'm late on my lunch.
Bombing in the
We
sky.
came back. I was angry.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know. I never saw those.
1980.
Oh,
I heard shots.
oh, I never saw
I
that.
turned and
Even though I was
saw
young, I
Mr.
never
Gage
saw that.
fall.
I never looked at that stuff.
100% complete. I had a weird dream.
You're lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell.
Your mother and me were
I've done nothing wrong.
We were like by the Port
How can you prove
Authority or
different?
something.
No.
And Teresa was in the dream waiting at
Your pearl earrings, Miss Coletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry
We
store.
went out
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr.
bad
Kalu.
section. And all
Edgar
these black
Kalu.
guys and
He
specs
runs
and
the jewelry
everything else
store.
are there.
nice.
He
It
showed
comes
me a
towards
lovely
us,
watch.
and It looked very
Mr.
threatening,
Gage bursts
so
in. Mr.
I was
Kalu gets
holding your
very
mother's
angry
hand,
with
and I
Mr.
said,
Gage,
well,
and they
let's go
start
back.
yelling at each
So
other.
we went back.
Mr. Gage tells
the
me
guy
that all of the
starts
things in the store
going
are
after
junk,
me,
nickel-plated,
I'm
made in
trying to
Japan,
punch him, and I can't
and
seem
yells
to
at me to
punch
get
him.
back
Oh,
to work.
goody.
Meanwhile,
Then
Teresa's
what happened?
getting these
We get
guys
back
in the
here,
back, and she's
And I hear a loud
swooping them up
bang.
and knocking them down and everything
Mr.
else.
Oh,
Gage
goody. I'm
punches
the tell of
back.
that.
I'm trying to punch
I
him,
hear
and I
another
can't
bang.
seem to punch
Oh,
him.
wow.
Woke up.
Another.
Oh, goody. Go, my cousin
Mr.
is a
Gage falls to his
fighter.
knees.
Oh, this will take
Very
a while.
painful.
Oh, the PC will restart several times. But this is a major update. Yeah.
Possible murder.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and he turned and walked
Hey,
away.
Woody. Just keep an eye on that. Let me know if you see anything.
Am I going to see it? It's going to go into sleep mode again.
Yeah, well.
You're making me angry, Miss Coletta.
I'll come back
Is
in a
that what
few
you
minutes.
want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault
Seriously?
he has nice things.
Hear you snoring there.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many.
Making piggy sounds
they were
now.
So loud.
Okay now. Seriously? Fun. Check you out. What are you, like 2?
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Cage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure.
Here. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say.
Hey.
Well, I didn't sell it.
Tell them.
Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looks like it never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break.
Said
Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Welcome to my broadcast, person.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps.
Phelps.
Are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
I'm at a loss.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Kalu! Get back here!
That cherry pie was delicious.
Too late, Kalu.
But it really worked.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never saw, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance.
Don't
fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Mm-hmm.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn.
It's amazing. I deleted my save data, right? From this game when I deleted it at the time. And yet my social club is still in it.
Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward.
Because that's the only way you get that special suit if you have
the
social club signed in. So
I'm charging you with.
I know you never got rid of your save data, so.
I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the 2nd degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Bukowski.
Heard all about you, Phelps.
Phelps.
You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps.
Phelps.
I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Eye on you.
I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advisor.
They all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole
Phelps.
Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow,
Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order,
Order, Phelps.
Quiet. Phelps is one of only two serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we are partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys? Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with one case. Do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Yeah. Let's do the Alberts. Chicago Lightning. Broderick.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Going to church doesn't make you a Christian any more than
That's the guy.
You know this place?
Please.
Sure.
Yeah.
Near the old gasworks and Signal Depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
Wow. The friggin' car even looks more shinier now in the game.
All units of 459
With the friggin' update of our system.
Tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Bukowski?
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant and fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
Wow,
So
the
you
car
won
really
the
looks
Silver
shiny
Star.
now.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No.
You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready.
Finished?
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of L.A. safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
Oh, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough.
All units of 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2, identified.
No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the third time you've told me.
That you, Bukowski?
Bukowski?
Go on through.
Go on through.
Parking lot straight ahead.
Good.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out. Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Nice day for it.
How long you
Doc,
gonna keep me here,
Detective
Phelps.
What have we got?
Got
a lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood. Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday? Brand name might give us something to go on. "32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here? Happier times, I guess. Stenzel glasses.
What is this?
Home repaired by the look of it. Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Welcome to my broadcast person.
Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
.620 Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is?
Behind Bunker Hill, a couple blocks north of Central Station.
So, what do we tell the wife?
We play it by the book. There's no stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out. Could be a car theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tap.
But why leave the car?
Well, obviously someone got a little heavy-handed.
It's the wrong way around.
Well, how so, genius?
Where is Adrian? If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car.
You got something there, folks. Doesn't add up. Read about the guy on the crossing yesterday?
No, what happened?
Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He pops the hood and...
he's on a rail crossing.
Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil, and the Southern Pacific Freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
What a pointless waste of life.
You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity working traffic, Phelps. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
If it's a kidnapping, why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Free lesson, Phelps. Evidence will only get you so far. You ask me, the whole thing feels hinky as hell.
What I wouldn't give to have your powers of intuition.
Don't worry, kid. Keep watching the master and you'll get there one day.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder-to-cry-on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. This must be Adrian's. Stenzel. So the glasses are a match. To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Yeah, you do go to chapter 3 because, but first of all, when you talk to Dutch, you'll have to go to, you have to go with Charles to find a new place first. So, yeah.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address. Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help?
Can I help, detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's bar. Corner of Aliso and Hewitt. South side of Union Station.
Thanks for your help. This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
No use leaving the thing half finished. That can't be right. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
The hell is it doing?
Major update.
I thought it was done already.
No, it restarts several times.
That's kind of stupid.
The last time I had a major update like this is when we first installed Windows 10.
Yeah, right.
I'm all right now, Detective.
Better not fuck it up, that's all I gotta say. Slaughterhouse receipt.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
New pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early,
What was Angel doing?
He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Oh no, she's on a chair in the dining room.
Oh.
So she probably didn't even know you came home.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive.
30%.
But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
No, you haven't, Mrs. Black.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened.
know you.
No, you don't.
You looking for someone?
I can't decide between... You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
A turkey salad sandwich was great.
Frank Morgan? Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it! Or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
Something funny about the clam chowder.
What?
Jelly bean?
Yeah, here.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
Hash. One dropped. What the hell went? I heard it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. No, never mind. I'll eat it. Wrong one.
Been running about an hour now.
Can you drive to this one?
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps. Let's check the place out. Come on.
50%. Wow.
Apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen?
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
Do it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian.
You know, when I was going like this to Princess, she came near the cage.
Mr. Black, get back here right now.
I give her a kiss, and she came near, and I thought maybe she would, but then she went back.
It's over, Adrian.
It's like she's warming up a little bit.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
Welcome, second
I thought
person.
it would be easier. No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
The councilor's car arrived.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is one Oswald Jacobs, says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good. Get going.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world. You hear about Adrian? The broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
Continue to respond.
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle?
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner. It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Nope.
I must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value. Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Sweet.
What?
Sweet.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanic's workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thank you.
We better see what this Jacobs guy has to say. The car was dumped in his backyard after all.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot?
Sausage.
Damn kids play stickball here.
And an English
Always
muffin.
breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car?
But cheese on sausage.
Patient,
What are you,
Sonny.
sick?
You get sausage, egg, and cheese.
Well, that's different. I didn't have an egg. So why would I put cheese on it? I can see, yeah, if I had an egg, yeah, of course I would, probably.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops."
What?
So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities.
Oh
at
yeah,
me
you gotta
and
save. Yeah, you gotta
You
save the
speak
guy.
Spanish,
Yeah,
sir.
No, I do not.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, good. Now when they get there, they'll be. That's what when you get back there. That's how you be chopped to 3. Yep.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job. Stands out a mile.
Yep.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure. Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
Messages for me, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks, ma'am. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Now you like the game, huh? I told you. Actually, now at one point you didn't. I said, the game stinks.
What game?
Red Dead Redemption 2. Now that he passed the part he could never do, that he couldn't, at first he was having trouble passing parts.
I thought you were playing L.A. Noire.
I am.
Don't
He's
tell me,
not.
let me guess. You were making your way
Well,
past the
I mean,
lot,
he's done
caught
now,
sight
but he
of the
was
new
playing
model
Red Dead.
four-door and couldn't
To
help
finish
yourself.
his,
You could
to
see
finish his
yourself in
chapter
that
2.
car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me. We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4. If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez, I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
Mm-hmm.
We found your contact details in Valdez's notebook. He had to be calling you for something, Dewey.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal, and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards to steal anything the minute your back is turned.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs, and they have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse
wrong.
is.
Time to go to the friggin' jail cell.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. In God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color, and look what we have now.
All units, officers help. Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Well, tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
Let's nail this kid Delgado and wrap this thing up.
Mouthpiece towards...
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
You know the way. You can drive. Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel hasn't already flown.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Yet.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along are you, Anna?
Souvenirs are a dumb move.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel.
Whoa.
He will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy. Serving breakfast for two, Anna? You should have cleared up. Diplomatic license plates. It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back. You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Mm-hmm.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricón that he is a man.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is. If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line? That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for finding. We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
You can drive.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cars?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
Here we go.
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away! Phelps,
Don't worry, I got
1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado. He's getting away.
No, he's not.
Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling the money. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
God damn it, Cole. Hold it steady.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto. You should speak to the maricón. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car. You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
Okay, thank you for watching, people. Next time I will be up to Marriage Made in Heaven. I'm going to stop right here. Next time we play, we'll be up to Marriage Made in Heaven. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the broadcast.
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory.
Till the next broadcast on this game.
I'm meeting them at the station.
Thank you for watching.
Good for you,
Bye-bye.
Jack.
Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
All right. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Next time we got to play, we will be up to that. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the beginning of it. If you've never played this game, it's a good game. You should get it. Thank you. Until next time, bye-bye.